Hi, welcome to part 2 of this video series with Gracie as she tells us how she's killing it in the Big Apple. I see you as a go-getter girl,
Oh, thank you.
and yes, this is a phrase that I'm stealing
Same
from
for
Shinjini
you.
Das, but she's awesome. There are challenges that one faces.
Hmm.
Sometimes you can have the imposter syndrome where you're feeling not good enough,
Yeah,
but how are you able to overcome that?
that super resonates with me because I'm in IT, and as you would know, there's so many talented people in IT. I work with, engineers who've done cool stuff on their personal, on a personal front, and then they come to the office, and it's a showcase of talent. I will tell you. And one of the challenges I've faced, obviously, is feeling a bit inadequate in terms of how much I can contribute. But one way I've overcome that is by realizing I also bring my own strengths to the field.
Yes.
They may have strong JavaScript coding skills, but if I have a strong SQL background or if I have a strong Linux background, those things supplement each other.
Right.
So that's one of the ways I've been able to meet that challenge. Similarly, I did talk to you about this a little bit, but my other challenge is, envisioning a plan for a project and trying to complete it, or having your boss impose a huge project on you and feeling overwhelmed or inadequate in terms of leadership. But one thing my boss told me, and I shared this with you, is the fact that you should start small, set cards aside, set goals aside, and take them out one by one. And looking back months later or weeks later, you'll be surprised at how much you've accomplished from that. So I'm a stickler for cards and to-do lists and all that stuff because it helps me a lot. And I look back and I'm mesmerized by how much my team has accomplished, how much I've accomplished from just setting small goals.
So I'm curious how Grace maintains a work-life balance. How do you make friends in the new city and such?
It's funny because I've sat in on so many female panels where people are asked the same question, like, as a wife, as a mother, how do you maintain work-life balance? And the honest people will tell you there's no easy way to do it, and I'm not sure if anyone has achieved it working, at least in my field. But I'm very strict on time. I do try to make sure that if I have to be in the office by 8:39, I'm there by 8:39, and I'll try to leave by 7 p.m. latest. I'll tell you, on most days it's not guaranteed, but if I really have to log in, I'll go log in from home. I'd rather not miss a dinner with a friend, especially if we've planned for it over time. I'd rather just leave the office at 6 or 7, make the dinner, and then go log in from home. So it's not an easy balance to achieve, but you definitely have to prioritize, see what's important, if you've met your goals for the day or if you're almost meeting your goals for the day. Spare some time for yourself, spare some time for your friends and family.
Yeah, you host a lot. Is that how you make most of your friends here in the city?
I would say so. I would say hosting is part of the reason why I have a huge group of friends to hang out with, because if I host you, you'll bring a friend and I'll meet your friend and maybe we could bond, and in turn, if I meet them next time, I might still invite them for something or we could get together for dinner. So hosting is crucial in in helping me make friends. But also, it's not like I'm hosting to make friends. I think it's just very organic that it happens. But the other way I make friends is through work. Obviously, we spend so much time at work. It's only fair that you get to know your... Exactly. It's only fair that you get to know your workmates. And, I'm privileged to work with such young people and, to work with people who also value friendship as much as I do. I know a lot of people try to demarcate between work and the social, your personal life, but I do have great appreciation for the people I've met through work. So there's that. And then there's, of course, people like you, my pen network, who mean a lot. I take my friendships very seriously.
Are there any challenges that you faced, whether at work or outside of work, living in New York City?
My first challenge is having that work-life balance, especially having switched jobs very recently. It's gotten much busier. So that's my number one challenge. Finding time for personal care, and I at the expense of saying working out or the gym, I'll just say, like, taking care of yourself, cooking meals on a day-to-day basis. It's not easy anymore with my work schedule. But I try to, plan for my stuff at the start of the week. At the same time, it's challenging to live in a very expensive city. I'm sure, as you would realize, rent's not cheap in New York, and many other bills, groceries and whatnot. So I think one of the things that, I faced earlier on in my move to New York, which I'm also still working on, is, the challenge to save, and to save consciously, but also
Right.
to put your money where, it should be, investing for you, or just saving it for a rainy day, basically. So there's that. Other thing is, keeping your connection strong. We could hang out in my house, overnight and have fun in the bar or whatever, but if you're not keeping, solid relationships or solid connections, good communication, it's not easy to look around and say, oh, I have these 20 friends. So I do stay very conscious about the fact that I need to build a strong network around me. So it's a challenge, and as I said, I take relationships and friendships very seriously. So I try to make sure, I allocate my time to those who are deserving, and to people who have shown the same level of respect and love towards me. So
So
not
tit
easy.
for tat, huh?
Kind of like a tit for tat, but more of like, you give me, I give you.
Right, give
Yeah,
and
tit
take.
for tat. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Gracie. I
Thank
am sure
you.
whoever is watching and has dreams of coming to New York or being awesome anywhere else, wherever you are, is inspired. And if you have any questions about IT and women in IT and working in New York, please comment and like. I'm sure Gracie would be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Always happy to respond. I'm very approachable, she'll tell you.
And she's the sweetest. So thank you so much for watching, and subscribe.
Thank you for having me. I
Thank
really
you for having
appreciate the
Grace.
time.
Of course.
And next time I should be the one interviewing you. You're amazing.
Okay. We'll see about that. Thank you so much.